The recent stretch of frigid cold and snow, and now just rain and fog. Gardening might be the last thing on your mind.
One Metro Detroiter is already looking at what you can do to spruce up your garden and get that ready for when the spring arrives. CBS News Detroit's Luke Laster has this story.
Hey, Sai, come on.
It's an activity for people of all ages that may not always go as planned.
What happened?
It's where people like Jean Pursley, master gardener, come into the picture. Even on a rainy January day in the middle of winter, she can still be found in her garden searching for seeds.
This is a native hibiscus. Oh, and they closed up.
The plan for this winter, prepare for spring.
So we can harvest those and then spread them out into the milk jug.
While you see yellow and brown, Jean sees opportunity.
We're just gonna rip some of these off like this, and we'll open these up over the jugs that we've got. So you can see it looks an awful lot like a pea pod.
The milk jugs she's referring to are nothing special, at least until they become a home for these seeds in a process called winter sowing, which is the propagating of seeds in the winter to give them a head start for spring.
You literally don't need to do anything, because in nature, nobody's going out cleaning up the prairies and the forests. It all just sort of takes care of itself. Mallow. And then I just leave it someplace where it's accessible.
One of her duties as a master gardener is educating the public, and winter sowing is one of her specialties. Now that she has some of her own seeds planted, she's on the road for a winter workshop.
I just get so excited about the possibilities, you know, just to hear people's stories. Where are they at on their native plant journey? What are their hopes, dreams, and goals for their garden, their yard? What do they have, you know, what do they want? And how can I help them achieve that?
As the sun sets on her drive over to St. Clair, the rain still comes down, but fortunately, we're heading inside, up the stairs, to the right,
So winter sowing has actually been legally defined.
and into the classroom. After the informational lecture, it's time for questions.
So does the newspaper go underneath the jug or inside the jug?
And right into it.
Yellow.
It's a lot harder than it looks. Natural feeling, natural path. So I want the herbs in my garden.
Lisa Hopkins, who came from Marine City, said she's interested in herbal gardening and came in hopes of picking up some tips before heading into spring. As for what she's looking for in the seeds provided in the workshop, it's simple.
I like bright colored flowers.
After grabbing some seeds, it's back to put it all together.
So we just chaos planning.
It's funny. The pretty side.
And to seal it off with a sticker. Lisa and the friends she came with have their spring already started. Jean says gardening is more than a hobby. It's family time, therapy, and her way of conserving the planet, even during the winter.
It's like a natural high that you just, you know, getting to see all that, seeing all these native plants going home with everybody, knowing that there are going to be planting for bees and butterflies and hummingbirds, and the wildlife is just, it's wonderful.
In St. Clair, Luke Laster, CBS News, Detroit.